My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up-and-coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagrow 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
My name is Kevin.
4.
Good evening and welcome to week 9 of high school football here on A-Corp Sports, as we have the New Madrid County Eagles ready to host the Portageville Bulldogs for tonight's matchup, and one that has been well anticipated. I know on my calendar circled now for about a year's time. This was the most watched broadcast we had all of last season, was New Madrid Portageville at Portageville. Can't wait to bring it to you tonight, as this game is brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, where they have the local expertise to help you take advantage of all opportunities agriculture has to offer. I am Bobby Alford. I'm alongside Corey Sis. Corey, there's a very special thing tonight going on. It is camouflage night. Tell us all about it.
If you notice, both sides, New Madrid side and Portageville side's wearing camouflage. That is for a young man named Gavin Long, who passed away. I don't remember.
Corey, real quick, we're going to go to break. We've got the national anthem going. We will be back with that story in a few here on the A-Corp Media Networks. Welcome back to New Madrid County Central High School. Corey, I'm sorry I interrupted you there for that, but we had to observe the national anthem. As you were saying, camouflage night, tell us all about that.
Camouflage is for a young man named Gavin Long. Gavin passed away. I don't remember if it was last year or year before last, but Gavin passed away. He had a lot of family and friends in Portageville. Was from here in New Madrid, and loved to hunt, fish, and so Gavin, when you're looking down tonight and you see all this camouflage, that's for you, buddy.
Well, in camouflage night, that brings the teams together, but let's talk about what separates them apart. Coming in tonight's game, Portageville is 7-1 on the season, currently seated second in Class 1, District 1 behind Marionville, ranked second in the state in Class 1, also behind Marionville. We'll get to more of that importance in rankings here in a few. Also, New Madrid County Central comes into this one, 8-0 on the season, currently seated second in Class 2, District 1 behind Valley Catholic, ranked 10th in the state of Class 2. And, Corey, in my opinion, that's a little low for them. I think they should be ranked higher. And all roads lead to Valley Catholic for them to get to state or any farther in that. And, and let's dive in, waste no time about it. Let's dive in real quick to districts. We're going to talk about District 1, District 2, and District 3 tonight. First off, I want to talk about District 3 because most of these people here, or Class 3 rather, most of these people don't care about Class 3. But I think it's an interesting deal the way the state of Missouri sets up. So right now you have Park Hills 1, Dexter 2, and St. Genevieve 3. I think all three of those teams should win this weekend on Friday night. So strength of schedule, let's just say it stays the same and they finish that way. That's fine. Let's say strength of schedule favors St. Genevieve over Dexter. St. Genevieve right now only trails Dexter by 1 point in the standings. They could hop Dexter and go to 2. St. Genevieve beat Park Hills in the head-to-head. That would send St. Genevieve now all the way to 1. So they could go from 3 to 1 theoretically if all that happens. It just shows you the neatness of what could happen. What that does is send St. Genevieve from playing first game on at home and then a road to home field throughout if they go from 3-1. That's a pretty cool deal when you start looking at standings.
Yeah, and, obviously Dexter's a very good ball team. I believe they got beat by Park Hill Central last week, which I don't know if they would got any points. I don't think they would got any points for playing that game. But I believe
it's an even class, so no extra points.
I believe that actually even bumped Park Hills up
Yes.
in the district rankings with that win over Dexter.
Yeah, and now let's dive into the next one here. New Madrid's. I don't see a way New Madrid can catch Valley Catholic. They would really have to trip up Valleywood and lose. New Madrid is playing a class down to Class 1 tonight in Portageville, so that doesn't help them there. The strength of schedule is definitely there with Portageville, but not the class. I don't see a way New Madrid hops Valley Catholic, so the likelihood is New Madrid finishes number 2 in Class 2, which is no problem. They will have home field the first and second rounds, providing they win both, and I would surely think they'll win one. And all roads leads to a matchup with Scott City. And the one that's interesting to me is Portageville. Now, when we get to looking at Portageville today, they are ranked number 2 in their class. They are only 53.75 points. Marionville is 57. Marionville plays a Class 1 team tomorrow night. Portageville, if they can win this game, they are playing up a class, so they get 20 points for the win plus 10 points for the class up. That's 30 points. That's a 10-point gain right there immediately on Maryville. Strength of schedule, I'd have to look at that. The strength of schedule where Portageville had early on against Savannah helps, but the rest of the season outside of Scott City has been a little softer in that. But it's also Class 1, so with Marionville. I think that one could tighten up for Portageville and Marionville. I think it's a fascinating a situation for Portageville, but first things first, they've got to win tonight.
They win tonight. I believe they're going to. It's going to put them in first place in the district over Marionville. The strength of schedule I'm not sure about, but I know, Portageville's obviously played some Class 1 teams, but they've also played Class 2, Class 3 tonight, Class 1 on week 1, which, by the way, Savannah, I believe, is ranked number 2 in Class 4A, and they only beat Portageville by 1 point. It was on the last-second touchdown, and they end up winning the game 35-34. So Portageville, with the win tonight, I believe they're gonna take first place in their district.
Yeah, but very well could. And here's it is. So people wonder sometimes how much they beat them by. Look, you get 13 points. Anything over 13 points doesn't matter. You can beat them by 60 or 13. 13 points is a cutoff. The same thing in the loss. If you lose by 40 or if you lose by 10, 13 is a cutoff. It's a closer game at 10. 40, you can lose by 13 or 40. It doesn't matter. So trying to rub it in on a team or run up the score, that does not help in these standings. As you've seen New Madrid take the field in a great fashion, and here's Portageville as well taking it. Corey, let's dig into these teams right here. New Madrid right now, it seems to be there's a lot of kids on the field, but it's a two-man show. It's B.J. Williamson and Jadis Jones. These folks of New Madrid has the pleasure of watching them for years, and they want to see it one more time tonight against Portageville.
Yeah, I think both of those athletes are going to fare well tonight. I think Portageville is going to have to really key in on how to stop Jadis. Last week we saw Sykeston with the triple team, double team most of the game, triple team at some points of the game, and I think they really had success at that because I don't believe Jadis had any touchdowns. He did have some significant catches for yards per game, but they shut him down for the most part when it came to the touchdowns. B.J. Williamson's coming into the game with 51 passing attempts, 51 completions on 88 attempts with 1,223 yards. He's got 19 passing touchdowns with 3 interceptions. He's also with the leading rusher for New Madrid. He's got 73 rushes, 1,049 yards, 9 touchdowns. He's averaging about 14.9 yards a carry. Jadis, the other star athlete for New Madrid, he's coming in with 44 receptions for 959 yards, 18 touchdowns, and he's averaging 21.8 yards per catch. We go to the other side of the game. Let's talk about Portageville. Quarterback Mason Adams, he's coming in with 52 completions for 87 attempts, 911 yards, 14 touchdowns. And I think the most impressive stat of that is he's got 14 touchdowns with no interceptions. That's a very important stat when you're thinking of offensive quarterbacks. Jamarion Smith is coming in, 134 rushes for 1,589 yards, 34 touchdowns on the ground, and 11.9 yards per carry. Where BJ has Jadis that he kind of keys into a lot. AJ Ruff, he's going to miss that factor tonight as AJ's not playing. Mason Adams, he has Bo Hunter Warren, who's got 330 yards, 5 touchdowns. Aaron Dunlap, 238 yards with 4 touchdowns. Carson Bradley, he's got 228 yards with 4 touchdowns, and he's got Tim Hamilton with 165 yards and 1 touchdown. Those are just his receiving core. Now, Jamarion can split out. He can also act as a receiver and be very successful into that. So I think we've got a lot of offensive weapons going on both sides of the ball.
Real quick, we're going to cover a little bit more on these teams. And when I look at Portageville, a couple of things I think is very key for them. Jamarion Smith, when he gets 25 to 30 carries in big games, and I'm talking about big games as Savannah and Scott City, he's gone for over 200 yards in those games. I think it's important he gets at least 25 touches tonight.
Yes.
I think the other thing, if I'm Portageville, it's a two-man show for the most part that gets the most touches for New Madrid. Number one, I'm going to play probably a two-set safety wide, and I'm going to slide one safety over to double-team Jadis. You can't let him go one-to-one because if he goes one-to-one against anybody, Jadis wins. So you got to double-team him there, and I'm going to let Jamarion Smith pursue him on defense. He's got 8 sacks this year. Let Jamarion get after BJ. What you want to do with BJ is push him out of the pocket. Do not let him sit in the middle of the field and choose wherever he wants to go. Force him to one side. That way he can't run. Put a spy, who would be Mason Adams, one of their leading tacklers on the team. Let him do that. Put the spy on. Go get him. I think if Portageville does that, that leads them to victory. Corey, what would you do if you're New Madrid, though, to take the victory the other way?
Obviously you're losing A.J. Ruff, which is a big defender for your defense on defensive backs. He's got to have a young guy to step up. I'm going to keep feeding Jadis the ball as much as I can as far as on passing. BJ, we saw last week where he'd take the snap and he'd either go up the middle or he'd come around the edge. But of course, if he gets tired of that, they got Charlie Rosano, they got Ty Williams. I don't see Coach Fullhart really changing a whole lot of his game plan just for this game. But if I'm Coach Fullhart, I'm going to make sure BJ and Jadis get the ball as many times as they can get tonight on offense. That's the only way they're going to be able to win this ball game.
And maybe quickly to BJ to design runs up the middle and find a hole for him to break through.
That's right.
Really quick for tonight, the refs for tonight's games. Referee is George Bays. Umpire is Jamie Ivey. Linesman is Denver Stuckey. Line judge Dwight Mills. Back judge is Lane Amick. As we are getting ready for kickoff here, and for you right now, I can't see the names and numbers back deep for New Madrid to receive his kick. It looks like number 4, that is Carson Bradley to kick it off for Portageville. As we are set to go here. Here we go. Bradley comes up, kicks it, goes to about, going to be taken around the 10. It's going to bounce out of bounds, so it does not matter on it. That will come out to the 35. Looks like that was number 2, Jaquan Jones back trying to receive that punt, but it will be taken at the 35.
I think the other receiver back there was number 18, and I think it's going to be Eric Tillman for New Madrid. He was the other back deep to receive.
A couple of important deals for Portageville. Number 73, A.J. Larry, he has, I believe, 12 tackles for a loss this year. It will be important for him to get in the backfield and wreak havoc tonight.
Yeah, Mason Adams also coming in with 11 tackles for the loss. And Portageville as a team, they have 53 team total tackles for losses on the season. That is huge.
Empty backfield for Williamson here. He's going to roll near side. He looks. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. And great job by Portageville there. Exactly what I talked about, Corey. Get him out of the pocket and force him to one side. That way you only have to pay attention to him there.
That's right. And Connor Jeffries from Portageville came in, made that stop. He stayed with BJ, read it well, and got him right up the middle.
Gain of 3 on the play for Williamson. First set was an empty backfield. They had, I believe, 4 to the bottom, and Jadis Jones all to himself at the top. Jadis still all to himself at the top, and that is number 2. That is Jaquan Jones to his left here in the slot. That is Jones in motion now. Here's Williamson, fakes a hand, takes it himself up the middle. Nice yardage, and he's got it to the outside now to the 50. Down inside to the 45-yard line. He'll take it out of bounds there. First down, New Madrid County Eagles.
You know, one thing I like about Jadis Jones as BJ Williamson as a quarterback is a lot of quarterbacks, when they get up the middle like that, they'll take the hit and try to run it, as where BJ will either slide or he'll get out of bounds to avoid that big hit and preserve himself from an injury.
Well, he may avoid the hits on offense, but I guarantee he will deliver them tonight on defense.
He's going to deliver some on defense.
Again, big thank you to our sponsors for tonight's game, Nutrinag Solutions. As Williamson now has it, he'll have Jones to the top. 4 wide receivers set. They will check the sideline here. Mason Adams, one of your leading tacklers for Portageville, to the bottom of the screen, number 5, outside linebacker. Here's the inside hand of number 21, A.J. Larry. Another tackle for a loss. Rosano taken for a loss there.
A.J. Larry getting back. Obviously, he has 12 tackles for a loss this season for a reason. He just raises that number to 13. He read that perfectly, got back, shucked the defender, and got a tackle for a loss.
I remember the star was born in A.J. Larry last year. The first time I had laid my eyes on him, watched him, called his name, was last season, this very game, and I was highly, highly impressed by the young man, and he shows out again here.
Yeah, they call him Diesel, and we see why they gave him that nickname.
2nd and 14, man in motion there was Rosano. Here is Williamson coming near side. He's got a little room up to the original line of scrimmage and down to the 40 now. So pickup of 9 on the play. I think they marked him at 39, so it'll be a gain of 10.
Stop, number 16, Aaron Dunlap.
It's like Aaron Dunlap, Mason Adams comes around the end, gets a good stop, but not before BJ rips off a first down.
Third down
for the Eagles here.
I forgot about the tackle for a loss. We are at a third down.
3rd and 4. It's been the B.J. Williamson show so far. He looks to pass. He will pass, throws it, caught. And that is Jadis Jones out of bounds at the 29-yard line, his favorite target.
Looks like they were Aaron Dunlap and Xavion Bogan had the coverage on that with Jadis, but you know that was in a case of a double team there, and Jadis just went up for it, made it look easy.
Well, you can throw it high when you've got a receiver at 6'5", 6'6" there to catch it.
That's right.
And Jones hauls it in beautifully. Here is New Madrid again. Rosano to Williamson's right. He puts a man in motion. They will check the sideline again. 3-man front for Portageville. Here's Williamson. He's going to roll right. He cuts it inside now. Missed tackle. And he is going to be stacked up for about a 3-yard gain.
I believe we're going to have a flag on the field. Just on the
and that's going to be a chop block against New Madrid.
So New Madrid giving Portageville a break there. Portageville's not tackling real well so far, Bobby. They're missing a lot of tackles. BJ's just kind of slipping right through them.
Yeah, it's hard to tackle an evasive runner when they can jump side to side. It's just so hard to get that guy on the ground sometimes.
44-yard line.
Real quickly, Corey, while I've got a chance, a big hello to my friend Jim Riker. He is not here in the booth with me. He just texted me. He's watching tonight. No offense, Corey, but he's usually in the booth with me. Jim, I enjoy doing games with you. Can't wait to get you back up here, but tonight I'm going to enjoy it with Corey. New Madrid's got it now. It is 2nd and 22 from their own 44. I'm sorry, the Portageville 44. Double backs. Williamson looks, quick strike, and that is and dropped.
Eric Tillman.
Tillman had it and dropped it. Head went upfield before the body.
Number 3, Xavion Bogan.
If he would have caught that, Bob, if he'd made that completion, he would have obviously gained positive yardage, but I'm not so sure if he wouldn't have got at least a first down, maybe even more.
Yeah, it looks like he had the defender split if he had made the catch. Another deal we talked about with I think Portageville may have a little bit of an advantage with all their playmakers. You imagine missing one tonight. Keeping the ball in their hands and wear down Portageville. They don't have the luxury of classes this small. Sometimes there's a pass outside Jones, a little low, and it's forward pass or incomplete. You don't have the luxury of having just kids play offense or defense sometimes. They're playing both sides of the ball. New Madrid right here has a chance to keep the pedal down and push, but it's a tough situation 3rd and 22.
That's right. At 3rd and 22, and we just saw something that we've rarely seen all season, and that's Jadis Jones dropping a pass.
Well, to his offense, the defense, it was a little low and a tough catch. Those tall guys like it where they can see it and catch it easy,
That's right.
not at the ground. Williamson has his work cut out for him. He has 3 wide at the top, 1 at the bottom. Jones is the receiver far to the top. Williamson drops back. He looks. He's going to throw it deep to Jadis Jones. No, that's not Jones. That's another man over his head. Incomplete. The intended
Jaquan
receiver,
Jones.
Jaquan Jones. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 22 for New Madrid. And the chop block comes up huge for Portageville.
And Carson Bradley had great coverage on that with Jaquan Jones. Jaquan was overthrown quite a bit there by Williamson, but Bradley was on his hip. He had good coverage on it. We're now at 4th down, and I don't believe New Madrid is going to punt it.
Williamson's back. He stands at his own 47. He gets it. He's going to punt that, and it goes straight up in the air. It's not going to be a very deep one, and basically doesn't take anybody's bounce. It bounces straight up in the air. It's down at the 31, and that's where Portageville will take over, and Mason Adams will lead his team on the field.
That's right.
Bulldog football from their own 31.
Adams, again, he's had a nice season. Where we've seen him generally in the big games, we look at Scott City and Savannah, he's going to land probably between 100 and 150 yards tonight. I think it's very key for him. He needs to step up in the moments that presents itself.
Yes.
And New Madrid already trouble lining up. That is a man all to himself at the top of the screen now that Jones gets out on top of him. Jaquan Jones, that is. Adams has Jamarion Smith to his left, and New Madrid jumps right away, so it's going to be a 1st and 5 situation.
So New Madrid, the chop block backed them up on their offensive drive, which ended up being costly for them. Now they're giving Portageville 5 yards. And, Bobby, it doesn't matter if it's 5 yards, 10 yards, or 2 yards. Portageville don't need any help moving this football.
For Portageville, they've got 4 wide. To the top of the screen is Dunlap. Then it is number 1, Tim Hamilton, in the slot to the top of the screen. Carson Bradley, number 4, in the slot to the bottom. And Bo Hunter Warren, the wide receiver, next to the sideline here at the bottom of the screen. Adams in the gun. He's got it. Hands to Smith. He's up the field for about a gain of 1 or 2 yards, maybe at the most. Good job by New Madrid to get him tackled quickly.
Yeah, it's like I discussed last week with Jim. 3, 4 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards a carry. Eventually, by the time you get 3 yards a carry on your 4th down, you get another 3 yards, you've got a 1st down. So just focus on moving that ball 3 yards a carry, which obviously Jamarion is going to get a big gain at some point tonight, and he's going to take one to the house.
Jason Jones on the tackle for New Madrid. Here is Adams. He's going to roll out and hit, drop right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I think that's Jaquan Jones that made that stop.
Number 5, B.J. Williamson.
That'd be Williamson.
B.J. Williamson, number 5. He will be active tonight on defense. In an area with rough out, that's a minus on a defensive back. That's an area that Portageville really needs to try to exploit, I think, tonight. I know Dexter passed for them. They were behind in the game, but Dexter exploited that some. They threw for 172 yards against them that night, and they really didn't start trying to throw just extensively until late. Here is Jamarion Smith. He's got it 1st down and more. He breaks through now to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's just what I was talking about. Jamarion, they leave him a hole. They leave him any type of gap. He's so evasive. He can make some moves, do a couple spin and jukes, and he's taking it to the house for long runs. Jamarion doing exactly what Jamarion's done all season long.
Quickly, he puts his team on the board. I can tell you, Corey, I witnessed, I believe, a state record night last season in the playoff game at Scott City, and what a beautiful sight it was watching him all night long. We watched him last season, the New Madrid Portageville game. He is a specimen on the field to watch. When he gets the ball in his hands, look out.
Yeah, Jamarion is the premier running back in Southeast Missouri, if not the state of Missouri. Carson
Bradley is going to try to kick the extra point here. Here's the snap. Hold is good. Kick is good. So Portageville goes up 7-0. We'll be back in 30 here on the A-Court Media Networks.
7:41 mark in the first quarter.
The best fall tradition in Northeast Arkansas is back, Pumpkin Hollow. Make sure to try out all the exciting things that Pumpkin Hollow has to offer. Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
We are back. If you missed it, Jamarion Smith just went for over 50 yards on that run and puts Portageville up 7-0. Carson Bradley to kick, and it is number two, Jaquan Jones back to receive, and
Number
also
18, Eric Tillman.
I believe it's
Charlie Rosano.
Charlie Rosano now, yes, he is back. Charlie Rosano's to the bottom of the screen and Jaquan Jones to the top. New Madrid set to get their second possession. First possession stalled basically on a chop block. Set them back to a 2nd and 22, and it stayed there as a punted, and that's a deep kick over the head of Jones and into the end zone. He picks it up, and that's going to be downed. So New Madrid will bring that one out on the touchback. Flag on the near side here at about the 41-yard line. I believe that is Dwight Mills who has thrown that one. We'll see what happens on this.
More than likely it's going to be some type of hold, or, there wasn't a big return, so I don't see a block in the back or a chop block. I see maybe being a hold or some type of illegal hands.
Well, I've got a moment. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., the release of the interview. Barry Aycock interviews Jadis Jones on his decision to go to Coastal Carolina. That will be live on A-Court Media. You can catch that there at 7 p.m. tonight. I can tell you, Corey, I will be a viewer. I will be at my son's game, so I will view it immediately after when I get home, but I will definitely tune in to see it. And chop block against New Madrid, second one of the game for them.
Below the waist.
So they're going. That's two. That they're, most of the time on the line, sometimes it's kind of unavoidable when you're on the line of scrimmage, offensive lineman getting it, but you're out here on a ball that's not returnable. There's no need to block below the knees or any type of block in the back or anything like that. You just want to let the whistle blow, get your ball on the 20-yard line, and try to score.
Well, I want to see here, is this a accept or decline? Because it would be accepted maybe on the kick, or do they get to tack it on the end of the kick, which if started at the 20 be half the distance to the 10?
Yeah, it's going to be decline because that's a spot foul. So I think Coach Penrose is going to decline that, and they're just going to take this ball on the 20.
And it is indeed, it is declined. So it will be New Madrid County football at the 20-yard line. That's where B.J. Williamson and company will take over. Corey, it has been a busy season already on A-Court Media, and we've still got more to go. We will cover that later on the broadcast, but it has been a very large football season. For the first time, we've covered extensively a lot of volleyball, which I've actually watched several of those broadcasts as A-Corp has ventured into that area. And here's Williamson coming near side now. He has been hit and taken out at he's going to go for a loss on a play. Looks like he's out at the 18-yard line maybe.
And speaking of loss on a play, that's another stop by Mason Adams. He was in on that. Along with number 3, Xavier Bogan for Portageville. But Mason coming in with 11 tackles for the losses this season, and he just got himself another one.
Actually, that's a 1-yard gain. I thought everybody bunched up. Forward progress is where it was, so gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
From the 21.
Okay, so Mason's total just goes back down to 11 tackles for losses.
Mason Adams, one of their leaders. He and Connor Jeffries, leaders on the team in tackles. Here is a pitch right there to, what a play. Jamarion Smith takes down number 1. That is Ty Williams on the jet sweep pitch. And now that is a tackle for a loss for Jamarion Smith.
That's right. Jamarion Smith has 8 sacks coming into this game. He had 8 sacks already for the season. I don't know what he had for tackles for losses, but he just proves why he has 8 sacks, because he can get back behind, he can get through that offensive line and get in the backfield.
In case you folks at home were wondering, Portageville comes into this matchup 53 tackles for a loss as a team. That is a big, big part of their game. Williamson has his work cut out for him. He snaps. He looks. He's going to take it himself up the middle. He's got a little room, makes a couple miss, swings it to the outside now. Even more room, gets it up past the 30 and out at about the 35-yard line. So that is going to leave it.
Near the 35-yard
I believe he's going to get him a first down.
I believe so. So first down, New Madrid. That is their second first down of the game. Williamson, nice run there.
A gain of right at
Yeah, so,
20.
this goes back to what we were saying in
First and 10
pregame.
Eagles.
You got to be able to stop. Figure out a way to stop Jadis Jones, which they have so far tonight, but you've got to figure out a way to stop those long runs by B.J. Williamson.
3 receivers at the top. Jadis is at the very top. Tillman all along at the bottom. Here's Williamson. He's going to take it himself inside hand and hit. Taken down for a couple-yard gain at the 40-yard line. That was Dunlap.
By number 16, Aaron Dunlap.
Dunlap on the tackle for Portageville.
Gain on the play up to the 40.
Well,
So far we've had,
Second down,
besides the
5.
chop blocks, we've had so far a clean ball game. I think this time last week, Jim and I were already up to like 5 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
Williamson, he's looking to pass, throws it outside and tipped up in the air, incomplete,
Williamson's pass
and
intended
well
for
defended
Squad
by
Jones.
Jamarion Smith.
Ball
But, one
incomplete.
thing we've seen with Williamson so far, we said last week he was running up the middle, and tonight, Portageville needs to push him to one side. He's getting the snap quickly, getting it up between the tackles, and making good decisions with the ball in his
Third down,
hands when he's on
5.
his feet there. So he's doing a good job and exactly what New Madrid needs him to do.
Yes, he is. Like I said, B.J. Jadis, if he's not there, B.J.'s using his feet, and obviously Portageville hadn't figured out a way to stop that long run game by him yet.
Williamson back in the gun. He's got, I believe that is Rosano to his right. Is a fake hand. Jones looks, or Williamson, I'm sorry, throws it over the middle and incomplete, intended for Jadis Jones. Almost made a
Pass,
spectacular
ball
catch.
incomplete. Intended
He didn't
receiver
give up on the
number
pass.
10,
Even laying
Jadis
down, he
Jones.
still almost had it. Looks like, I can't tell if that was number 5 or if it was number 6, Mason Adams for Portageville. Either Mason or Houston Pardon kind of came in on the dive over
That's
Jadis
going to bring
there.
up a 4th and
Kind of
5
helped
for
deflect
the
that
Eagles.
pass.
4th and 5. It is a decision-making time for New Madrid. Do not be surprised if Williamson takes off on his own right here. He's been good so far. He's got it. He looks to kick, and he's going to run it as we thought possible. Makes one man miss, tries to get it upfield, and he is going to be short of the first down. He is short by about a yard, it looks like, so that's going to be Portageville football. It was a gamble for New Madrid, and it did not pay off.
And that may be a dangerous gamble because Portageville may come up with a score right here and go up 2 scores in a ball game.
And I think right away it's starting to show that they are guarding Jones very tight and trying to make B.J. Williamson decide what to do with the football. It's been a friendship for a long time, and it's natural for him to look Jadis' way, but New Madrid's going to have to find out something more than what they've done so far.
That's right.
And they've got to find a guy to step up on offense and do it. Quickly to the 9 is Portageville. Wildcat formation with Smith. He gets it up the middle, has good yards, and a first down right away for Jamarion Smith down inside the 30 to the 29.
About a 13-yard carry for
He makes
Jamarion.
his way inside the 30
Jumbo
to the
package, and it was
29.
ran very well for
In
Portageville.
on the stop, number 25, Jason Jones.
Jason Jones, number 25 for New Madrid, in on the tackle.
Jamarion took that right up the middle, read it well, took it right up the middle, got a first down plus about 2 with a bunch of New Madrid defenders on his back.
Same formation, different side of the field for the blockers. Here is Smith again up the middle, taken down at the 25. Smith on the tackle.
Gained about
Gain of
3
4
yards
the
on that,
play.
3 to 4 yards on that play.
So first time they is in a regular offensive set. Quarterback in a shotgun, handing it off. Now it's Jamarion Smith in the jumbo package.
That's right.
Taking a direct hand.
And don't be surprised if you doesn't see a bunch more
Gain of
offensive
4
packages
brings up a second
from Coach
down
Penrod,
and 6.
especially one that maybe no one has seen
From
all
the
season.
25.
Again, quickly to the line is Portageville. Same formation. Back to the other side of the field now. New Madrid bumps and Smith, and that's going to be an offsides.
Flags
New Madrid
right
does
at
make
snap.
contact, so that's going to be a 5-yarder, and that will make it a 2nd and 1 now.
I think they're going to call it on Portageville.
A false start.
So false
against
start, so that's going to take them back.
Portageville
I thought that was going to be against New Madrid because of the looked like a blitzing
5-yard
linebacker so far in the
walk-off
gap
will bring the
come
ball
up, and
back
I
to
thought
the
he made
30-yard
contact, but
line.
evidently it was Portageville who jumped.
Yeah, I think the right tackle, I think he kind of jumped up and made contact with the New Madrid
From the
defender.
30.
So second down, that is going to be a second 11 from the 30-yard line now. Quickly to the line again. Smith, shotgun set. And again, we're going to have another flag.
And I believe this one's going to be on Portageville again.
Before the snap.
Waiting for the call. It's a false start against Portageville,
Another
so
false start
2 in a
against
row.
the Portageville offense.
Well, real quick, New Madrid is running up, putting pressure on that line. They're jumping.
5-yard walk-off.
Going to have to be a consideration. Do you go back to a shotgun set?
Yeah, I would go back to the shotgun set.
Second down,
And I think that's what Coach Penrod is going to do
From
now.
the
He's taking some
35.
players out, bringing Adams back in. Looks like his quarterback, moving their formation around, splitting Carson and Bo Hunter out. So I believe he's going to go back to his normal package and try to get the same result that he did on the last drive.
Second 16, that is Bradley to the bottom of the screen in the slot, and Hunter Warren even farther. Here's a hand, goes to Jamarion Smith. He breaks it outside to the 35, now to the 30, inside the 20, and knocked out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
I think he's got a first down. They're going to move the chains. That's good enough for a first down for Portageville.
Jamarion Smith, he is something to watch on the football field. First down run.
First and 10, Portageville from the Eagle 19.
So that takes it first and 10 from the 19-yard line. That is Adams with Smith to his left. Portersville will check at the line. Stacked receivers on both sides of the field for Portersville. First time we've seen this offensive set tonight. Really easy here to get across and route. The middle of the field is wide open for a post. Here's Adams on a run by himself. Short game for about a yard. You know, right there, Corey, I'm looking at that. If you run a rub route and get a guy to the middle of the field, it should be a touchdown for Portersville.
Yeah, you got Carson, Bradley, Bo Hunter Warren. That's great at running those routes. Mason is normally pretty good on his feet. He's not had much success tonight by keeping that football by himself. So he's either got to get it to Jamarion or he's got to find one of his receivers downfield.
Mason Adams is the second leading rusher on the team for Portageville. 3 wide to the bottom now. That is Dunlap by himself to the top. Here's the snap. It's going to be Adams. He has a block outside, and he is hit. That is B.J. Williamson riding him out of bounds. What a play for the Eagles.
B.J. Mason kind of tied up there. Mason went out of bounds. B.J. took him down, but Bobby, I don't know if you saw what happened after. B.J. ran over. Mason kind of landed on the track over there. B.J. ran over, picked him up. They kind of hugged it out. And now they're back. They're back. So that's what football's about. It's bigger than the game sometimes.
Good to see out of athletes doing that. Real quickly, anybody from New Madrid, a fan of theirs, I want to apologize. It is very hard to see the numbers. When I see kids move, sometimes it's the best way I can identify them, just their body movements, you can tell. But it is very hard to read the numbers from up here. As here is Smith in the shotgun set. He gets it, tries to run it upfield. He's got good yardage there. He is inside he's going to get a touchdown.
But I believe we're going to have a flag. I believe we got a flag on the play.
Flag is laying about the 6-yard line.
It's like they're going to call face mask on New Madrid. So that penalty is more likely going to be declined, and we're going to have a 2-score ball game.
Well, this would be big if so. That's going to put Portageville up by 2 scores if indeed it is. Waiting on the call. It is face mask against New Madrid. That is going to be declined and touchdown Portageville. So now they go up 13-0. And Corey, on this kick right here, they may go for 2 as they go up this 2-score. New Madrid's got to put something together on offense and defense.
Yeah, they find yourself 13, possibly 14 points down. You're going to have to come out this drive, and you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to Jadis, you're going to have to find a way to get open. BJ's going to feed him more. They're going to have to do something if they want to come back.
Looks like they will kick the extra point. Connor Jeffries, your holder. Carson Bradley, your kicker.
From the hold of Nathan Swims.
Here's the snap. Kick is up and good. So Portageville goes up 14-0. We will take a break and be back here on the A Corp Media Network.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely. Anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to New Madrid. Portageville's gone up 14-0 in this one. Corey, right now, New Madrid has got to find offense as they're expecting to get the ball, and B.J. Williamson's kind of been the story, and on the ground is where he's been best.
Yeah, B.J.'s not. He's been successful with the long run, but he's not been successful through the air at finding Jadis Jones. He's going to have to find something. Jadis is going to have to find a way to get open, or BJ's going to have to find a way to get Jadis open. But they're going to have to find something to get going to get on the board.
And when he has dropped back and stayed in the pocket, BJ has had some time to pass the football. It's just been good coverage out of the defensive backs. Portageville has limited his options right now.
Yeah, you got your defensive backs. BJ's big offensive linemen are doing their job at blocking. It's just Portageville's coverage is they've got Jadis Jones's number tonight.
Bradley to kickoff. Here we go. He kicks that. That is over Jones's head and out of the back of the end zone. So touchback to the 20-yard line. That's where New Madrid will take over.
It will be brought out to the 20.
And that's three big kicks on the kickoff for Carson Bradley. That's kept that ball inside. The first kickoff, I believe, was a penalty, which resulted in New Madrid taking the field position that they took. But the second one went out of bounds on the 20-yard line. This one's out of bounds, so New Madrid's going to start on the 20-yard line. So they're not giving them great field position, and they're playing great on defense. So I think that's what's helping them a lot.
First and 10 Eagles from their own 20.
Here we are, New Madrid's football at the 20. It will be B.J. Williamson in the shotgun. He's got Jones to the top of the screen by himself. He is covered by Carson Bradley. There's a snap, fake hand. Williamson looks. Nothing there. He looks again. Nothing. And throws it. And it's caught by, big hit. What a hit by Bo Hunter Warren on Jadis Jones. Very legal hit in and out of the hands, and Jadis is feeling that one.
Yeah, I don't think the New Madrid crowd liked that. They're kind of booing, wanting a penalty. But that ball hit his hands. Once it hit his hands, Bo Hunter attacked. Perfectly legal hit and a big hit.
Well, Hunter Warren head across the football there. He got the head across the body, beautiful form and hit. And now we have got a timeout on the field from the officials. So we will take one as well as Portageville is fired up. We will be back to see the rest of this first quarter in a few.
Does your business need, literally anything? When we founded CNS Cleaning Supply, our goal was simple. Become a one-stop shop for anything and everything your operation might want. From car care to condiments, mops to markers, soaps to staplers, and everything in between. Which is a lot. CNS has got you covered. Give Delane Beckwith a call at 573-217-0104 or visit cscleaningsupply.com to get set up with, literally everything. Tell them Delane sent you.
We are back. That was timeout. New Madrid County Eagles there first. They have two more left, and right now they trail in this one 14-0. And even more so, Williamson again with some time. He kept looking, found the guy he wanted was Jadis Jones, but Bo Hunter Warren able to deliver a ginormous hit and rock the football out of his hands.
Yeah, I don't think BJ or Jadis was expecting to get met with Bo Hunter Warren there, but man, when I say he met him, just to hear that lick from up here in the press box, you know he delivered a good lick.
But New Madrid County has it now. It is 2nd and 10 from their 20. Jones is still in the game. He's at the top of the screen again. Covered by Bradley. That is 4 safeties across the field at the 30-yard line for Portageville. Now Adams steps inside the 30. Right now, you got to think of New Madrid, everything underneath right behind the line of scrimmage. The linebackers are up tight, so you've got 3 backers really on the line. What they're trying to do is limit any gaps for B.J. Williamson to run through. Just run somebody right over the middle of the field, cut it maybe a 5 and in right there. Here's Williamson. He's going to bring it near side. Looks for a couple of blocks, has one up to the 25 now out to the 30-yard line where he has stopped there. That should be enough for a first down for New Madrid.
Yeah, so Portageville, the way they're playing on defense, their defensive set there is stopping BJ from coming up the middle. He's not getting very successful yardage up the middle, but he's getting successive yardage around the ends. And I think the reason why there is because they're trying to play their DBs, their cornerbacks, and their safeties. I think they're trying to cheat them back a little bit to cover on the Jadis, and it's costing them the big runs with BJ.
Rosano to the right of Williamson. Williamson checks the line. You know, really quickly, what Portageville is doing on defense, I think that sets up to pull guard, pull center, and get out in front of Williamson and make plays on the edge. Here's Williamson again. He looks to get outside. He avoids Smith. He has a tackler and takes him down for a loss of about 2 on the play.
Carson Bradley.
He's dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Stop number 4, Carson Bradley.
And you hit it right on cue, Carson Bradley on the tackle. So now New Madrid in a 2nd and 11. That's a long one, though, is where that ball is spotted.
11 from the 29.
You know, and that's the situation where Williamson got outside, but the speed of Portageville is what I'm saying. They're able to pursue outside. Williamson got outside of his coverage, but Portageville was able to get out there and contain.
You know, these two teams are very equally matched when it comes to talent, speed, and just overall athleticism. And we'll get into kind of the team stats later on, but they came in this game very evenly matched.
Here's Williamson. He rolls, gets it to his outman. That is Jaquan Jones, and he is going to be tackled quickly. Really, that play took way too long to happen right there, Corey. That is a tunnel screen, and it should have happened immediately. Williamson held on to the football too long.
Yeah, and I think it might have been some of the pressure he was getting from A.J. Larry. A.J. Larry looks like he kind of broke through the line. Looks like he put on a lot of pressure on BJ. I think it was why it took some time, kind of broke it up a little bit. But by the time he threw it over to Jaquan Jones, you had Mason Adams, you had Xavier Bogan. They were right there to make the stop.
3rd and 11 for New Madrid as the ball sits at their own 29. Williamson has Rosano to his right. Interestingly enough, New Madrid has not tried to run the football with the running back tonight. And it's a large drop-off. Williamson runs for 14 yards to carry. Rosano runs for about 7. So, you know, it's no shabby deal, but it's still a drop-off. I would take 7 yards out of running back as the pass is complete. Trying to get the number there.
Complete to Jaquan Jones.
Jaquan Jones, the reception.
Number 68,
so it's going to be 4th and 9. That is Connor Jeffries on the tackle for Portageville.
Yeah, it looks like he got maybe a yard on that. It was a good read. He threw it to a place that was clogged up right up the middle.
4th down 9.
So 4th and 9, surely a punting situation.
From the 31.
This is one thing I thought week 3 at Dexter, I had that broadcast. I thought the difference between Valley and New Madrid, the biggest thing there I thought was going to be, and it's going to be a passing play, and he throws it incomplete over the middle, intended for Jadis Jones. So New Madrid gambling early twice in this football game, and that was deep in their own territory. To finish my point, the one thing I thought was going to set them and Valley farthest apart was the kicking game. I didn't think New Madrid showed the ability to kick extra points, field goals, or punt. And I think Valley will have all that area covered. That's something New Madrid has to figure out as they go into this playoff situation.
Yeah, and you know, you're down 2 scores. You're deep in your territory. I'm not so sure I agree with the play call from Coach Fullhart there. I believe I would have punted it, played it safe, try to stop them, and try to get another chance to score. Instead, you're taking a chance now. Portageville scoring and going up 3 scores.
Flag on the play. We will see the call. Thrown on the far side of the field. That is going to be a dead ball encroachment against New Madrid, so it gives him 5. So that will be 1st and 5 now from the 26-yard line.
5-yard walk-off brings up a 1st down 5.
And right now, Portageville is going to settle in, and they're just going to run the football. No need to put it in the air, take a chance of a turnover.
You've got 53 seconds left in the first quarter. They're going to waste as much time on that clock as possible and possibly even get another score.
Smith down at the 25.
Taking the direct snap.
Now, he might have a first down. I think they're going to be calling for the first down.
Eric Tillman.
Eric Tillman in on the tackle for New Madrid. 37.6 seconds left, and New Madrid could quickly push this to a 3-score game here in the first quarter. Smith in the gun. He's got it, looks for room. He's got room, and up the middle of the field, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to break loose down, trying to push to the end zone, and down at about the 4-yard line. Jamarion Smith, you're used to seeing him break open in the open field in a sprinter, and he had to fight for every yard of that.
Yeah, he definitely didn't quit until his face went to the grass.
But that will take us to the end of the first quarters. They will let the clock run out. It is Portageville 14, New Madrid 0.
Into the first quarter.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
We are back in New Madrid. Corey, a little bit of surprise in this one. New Madrid has taken 2 chances and failed on both of them. The head coach decided to go for it and not punt the football deep in their own territory. That's a risky move this early in the football game.
Yeah, the first time,
the
first risk he took was just right inside of their own 50-yard line. Portageville capitalizes with the score, almost capitalized with the score that time. We would have had a 21-point ball game in the first quarter.
Looks like Smith will be taking the direct snap again from about the 3-yard line. There's the snap. He's got it up the middle, and no call yet. Touchdown, Portageville.
He's in for the touchdown.
That's 3 touchdowns on the ground for Jamarion Smith tonight.
I did not see a 3-score difference coming this early in this football game. Actually, I had this pegged a really, really close finish. And the Super Bowl of the South right now has been a blowout so far.
You know, going into the game, I favored Portageville by about a touchdown. You know, last year I had New Madrid favored, and I had them favored by a touchdown last year. They ended up winning by 2 touchdowns. And I had Portageville favored this year by about a touchdown. I did not have them favored by 20 points in the first quarter.
Bradley to kick. They score on the first play of the second quarter. Here's a hold and a flag thrown. It's going to be a false start. That will bring us back. They'll get a chance to re-kick this one. Dead ball, encroachment against New Madrid.
Against Eagle defense.
So now that's going to take them inside the 1, and they just threw the football holder off the field. They're going to go for this.
Yeah, half the distance to the goal. Give it to Jamarion Smith. Let him drag a couple of New Madrid defenders to the end zone like he's done 3 times tonight and go up 22 points.
It will be the direct snap to Smith. Here we go. He's got it up the middle, and he's in. So the extra point or the 2-point conversion is good. Now makes it 22-0 for Portageville. And right now, New Madrid has to get maybe a lot more simplified in this offense. We just saw the tunnel. Snap it quickly, get it out, complete it. Let your athletes do some things out there. Williamson doesn't have to do it all, or neither does Jones. I think the tunnel out there with the 3 wide at the bottom, maybe even move Jones inside, Jadis Jones inside that tunnel. Let him be a big body out there and a blocker to move some guys out of the way for a smaller guy, maybe a Jaquan Jones or a Ty Williams. Get the football in their hands and let them make a play.
Yeah, and you know, last week they used Charlie Rosano a lot in the backfield. I thought the kid ran very well. He had several yardage, a lot of yardage. He had a couple touchdowns. I like to see him get a couple carries, but one thing I'm going to do if I'm Coach Fullhart, I'm going to cut back on my gambles that I'm taking, and I'm going to play better football when I'm deep in my own territory. If it's 4th down, I'm punting it. I'm not taking any more chances of Portageville doing any more damage than what they've already done.
And they've got to be able to put sustaining drives together. They need to control the football more. Maybe even a draw for Williamson, drop back like it's going to be a pass. Take the 5 or 7 yards you get running up the middle of the football field. But right now, the offense has shown no life.
It's been all Portageville defensively and offensively so far in this ballgame.
Carson Bradley kicks it from the 40. He's going to put that. It's going to go out of bounds. So that will be New Madrid football at the 35-yard line.
Draws a flag for procedure.
And that's their best starting position, I believe, since their first drive.
The first kickoff, they started on the 35-yard line. They went down, almost scored, got a couple penalties, backed them up, ended up turning the ball over to Portageville.
The ball to be spotted.
A lot of volleyball going on right now, I believe. I believe districts have started in the area for volleyball, so a lot of those games going on right now. But we're glad you're here with us tonight on A Corp Sports as we've got New Madrid with the ball at the 35-yard line.
While we have a second, we'd like to give a big thank you to our game sponsor for tonight's game, Nutrient Ag Solutions. They have the local expertise to help you take advantage of all opportunities agriculture has to offer.
Here's Williamson, takes a snap. He's going to go upfield immediately. He has got good yards on that. He bounces that outside, and Smith runs him out at about the 40-yard line. So a gain of near 5. They say 3, and I said 5, so we'll see who's right.
You know, we have
I'm going to say them.
You got B.J. Williamson, who's probably the only defender on Portageville that can actually catch him with yardage is Jamarion Smith. But that's opposite, too. If Jamarion breaks a long one, the only one on New Madrid's defense that can catch up to him and bring him down is B.J. Williamson. So we're going to see a battle between them two on long runs all night long, just like we saw there and just like we've seen with Jamarion and B.J. when Jamarion's on offense.
3-man front for Portageville, and that is Adams as a linebacker playing close in. Connor Jeffries sits in the middle of the field behind the defensive line, and here is the run to Rosano outside. And what a play by A.J. Larry. We'll get to that in a second. Tackle made by Connor Jeffries.
That's Connor Jeffries.
A.J. Larry just shoved his man backwards into Rosano and knocked Rosano off his route right there. That is a power move by A.J. Larry.
A.J. Larry, for a big man, he's very strong. He's very physical. But what a lot of people don't understand about A.J. is A.J.'s pretty quick. So if he can get a hold of his defender and get him shucked off, he can get in that backfield. He can do a lot of damage, breaking up a play or even doing some sacks.
Well, it looks to be a 3rd and about 1.5 yards, and the way New Madrid has played tonight, we're going to call it a 3rd and 2 because nothing has been easy for them. Bringing in several different packages, and now New Madrid will take their second timeout of the half. We will take one as well. We will be back here. It is 22-0 Portageville.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
Welcome back. We are here. It is a crucial 3rd down for New Madrid. 3rd, and we're going to call it a 1.5 yards for them. Likely situation, if I'm doing anything here, I'm probably going B.J. Williamson, try to run the ball up the middle, maybe between the tackles, and get a 1st down. One thing we've seen, he's tried to stretch the field sideline to sideline. That has not worked tonight so far against Portageville.
No, he had much success at that last week. He's had a couple runs where he was able to kind of get to the sideline, see a vision through the field, cut it up, and get a long play like he did earlier. But for the most part, Portageville's played pretty good defensively against B.J. Williamson.
There's a snap. B.J. Williamson up the field. He's got the 1st down and more past the 50 down to the 47-yard line of Portageville. Exactly what New Madrid needed.
Yeah, that may have gave New Madrid a sign of life. Gets them on Portageville territory for the 2nd time in the ball game. You know, B.J. doing exactly what we talked about, what we said he would do, get the ball, get to the sideline, try to make something happen, and he did.
Hunter Warren on the tackle. Bo Hunter Warren, that is. Here's the snap. It goes to Ty Williams all the way outside. And not a lot there as they stack him up for about a gain of 1. I'm sorry, that is Jaquan Jones on the run. Jet sweeps in Portageville. The way they're spread out, you're not going to be able to run east and west on this team. You know, you can't do that. They're giving you the middle of the field, and they need to take it.
Yeah, they're spread out enough to where they're stopping that east and west run. You've got A.J. Larry. You've got Jamarion Smith, who's done a very good job at stopping the run up the middle. Portageville's just playing an excellent ball game defensively, and New Madrid, they're gaining a little here and there, but it's not enough. So we'll see what they can continue to do.
That is Jones in motion. Jaquan, that is. It is Williamson. He looks to throw. He's going to throw a deep ball to Jadis Jones. He's in double coverage and over his head. Just beyond Jadis Jones there. That would have been a big matchup and a touchdown for New Madrid, but it did not fall their way.
Yeah, the Williamson-Jones connection has been a little slow tonight, but, you know, I've watched enough New Madrid County Central football and enough Portageville football that I know that B.J. and Jadis are going to connect at some point tonight, if not a few times tonight. and they're going to get back in their rhythm.
I'm going to be a little quicker with the play call. That should have been done on first down, not second down. First down, you still know it's 2nd and 10. Second down, it is now 3rd and 9 on the play. I don't like the matchup. They need to start taking what's given to them in the middle of this football field. Take 3 and 4 yards at a chunk and then pop one open for about 20, but so far nothing. Here comes the run near side by Williamson. He cuts it upfield and going to be down at the 39, so short of the first down. It's going to be a 4th and 2. New Madrid will surely go for this.
I would think Coach Fullart's going to go for it. And to be honest with you, Bobby, I would have to say that New Madrid's probably going to get a first down.
It's going to bring up a 4th down 2.
Depending on the play, depending on what they run, and BJ gets to the outside like he's been getting, he's more than likely going to get a first down here.
We will see the lineup. New Madrid's going to pull things in tighter. Jones, your only wide receiver to the bottom. Portageville pulls in tighter as well. Here's Williamson. He's going to take it up the middle of the field. Appears to have the first down. And
ball kept by Williamson. Tackled by number 68.
Tackled by number 68, Connor Jeffries.
The change move for the Eagles. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, New Madrid.
Something white hat George Bay signaling the first down there.
Here we are. We're back. Sorry, folks. I think I had a cord on my end that was out. Could not hear. Here is the pass out to Jones, incomplete. Everything's been just a hair off since that first pass here in front of us.
Yeah, he's overthrown Jadis a couple times tonight. That one just threw it too high for Jadis.
So 2nd and 10, and that's the play there. If you're going to go deep, maybe go there, but it's hard to run deep routes. When I'm looking at Carson Bradley, we'll see where he lines up. He's probably a good 6 yards off the football. It's hard to go deep routes on that. You got to do cuts, double moves, or something. Here's Rosano, and he is stacked up by A.J. Larry. That is actually Ty Williams on the carry.
A.J. Larry coming in. Like we said, he came in with 12 tackles for a loss so far this season. He got him one earlier in the ball game. He's just got him one right now. So he's added to his total of 14 tackles for losses, and that is why they call that young man Diesel, Bobby.
Well, if you want to know why people want big guys on the football field at nose tackle on defenses, and that's where you build your team is, that right there is why. Disruptive forces in the middle. And if you ever watch the NFL draft, those are some of the first guys off the board is defensive tackles. You never see their name in the book for tackles, but, man, they're so hard to guard in there. Here's Williamson. He looks. He's got a man all over him. He escapes. Now he's got a man to try to break away from and gets away down to about the 34-yard line.
It's going to be short of the first down, bring up 4th down at about 5.
He is down at the 33, so again, 3rd or 4th and long.
Up to the 33. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 7.
New Madrid is spending a lot of time in 4th down yardage. 4th and 7 here. I almost feel like, you just have to have this to happen.
It's definitely unfamiliar territory to New Madrid to be down in a ball game and to have this many first downs.
Williamson's got it. Quick snap. That is caught by Jadis Jones. First down inside the 25 and out of bounds. So finally they find a way to get it to Jones. I love the play call. Instead of trying to go deep routes with him, it's just a run up the field, turn around, hitch route, and boom, he's got it.
Yeah, Jadis, if BJ and Jadis could find that connection, continue to find that connection, New Madrid can get back in the ball game.
New Madrid marching on the play. First down. If you want to go to the end zone right here, I would try it on this move. Maybe a double move to the outside, then back to the inside. Dropped by Williamson. He's got it now looking, and he's just going to throw a jump ball to Jones, and it is picked off Portageville. Once you bobbled the football, I think, right there, Jones had already outrun the play, so take it and whatever you can get the yardage. He doesn't. He throws a jump ball for Jones and picked off Bo Hunter Warren for Portageville.
Yeah, New Madrid getting inside the territory. A lot like the first drive. They made it to about the same spot. he got penalties on the first one that knocked him back. Of course, he ended up giving Portageville the ball. That time, I don't know if it was just – I know he bobbled the snap and just lobbed it up. I would have almost kept it myself. I think he would have had a better chance of scoring if he just kept it on the ground. Instead, he tries to risk it, throws it to Jadis. Bowhunter Warren there, out jumps him, intercepts the ball, Portageville football.
And the bigger deal is when Jones had already outrun the play is stopped, they got position. And that was what keyed that. Here is Smith for the direct handoff. And he's got it, goes far side. He breaks away from a couple of guys out of bounds on a gain of about 5 on the play. I believe that was B.J. Williamson on the tackle.
B.J. Williamson.
And it's just one of those deals where if Williamson takes that and runs it himself, he may
five
get no
on the
yards, he
play.
may get 5 or 7. Take what you get. You live to see another
Second
day.
down 5
Once you
from
fumble
the
that snap,
25.
if you see nothing open that a guy's running to, it just wasn't there.
Yeah, Jadis was not there in the end zone at all. He was double covered. BJ, I don't know if he just didn't recognize that when he threw the ball, but it did not play out in his favor.
Smith again takes the direct snap. He's got it, hurdles a man, kicks that up. First down for Portageville again out to the 35-yard line.
Smith with a gain of about 10.
And it looks like it's going to turn into a Jamarion
And
Smith
the
kind of
stop,
football
number 2,
game.
Jaquan Jones.
Yeah, Jamarion's definitely playing a very
James
well
Boone
football game
for
right
the
now.
Bulldogs.
Jaquan Jones
First
on the
and
tackle
10
for New
from
Madrid.
their own 35.
Well, right now, a threat I saw in the scorebooks, I don't know what Sykeston has done differently in their offense, but they put up 29 points last week against New Madrid, and that was kind of an uh-oh moment for me. And as I looked at that in the scorebooks, is here's Smith again up the middle, and he just rose through, guys, up past the 50 now,
Snap
taken
by
down,
Jamarion Smith.
trying to get the number on
And
the tackle.
stop,
That
number
is
54, Marvin Cranford.
54, that is
Gain
Marvin
of the
Cranford.
play into Eagle territory.
And, when you allow 29
Eagle
points to
47,
Sykeston this year, they have not
first and
played
10
very well.
Bulldogs.
That was something that kind of caught my attention is, hey, you better watch out because this defense is showing cracks in it.
Well, Sykeston took advantage, came out in the second half. They really took advantage of the fact that A.J. Ruff had got ejected from the ball game. They really took advantage that he wasn't there as a defender, so they started using their passing game a little bit more, which ended up being successful. And with A.J. being off of the defensive back, that hurts your defense. He's one of your top defenders.
Here's Smith, direct snap again. He's going to take that. New Madrid, great job getting up the middle of the field right there.
Direct snap to Smith.
I am trying to get, that is number 50. He was the first person to break through. That is Slade Courtois. Well, that's one way to get it done for New Madrid.
I believe that's the first, well, I would say tackle for a loss, but it looks like they just got him at the no gain at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that is a win for the New Madrid County Eagle defense. They have struggled tonight. 2nd and 10 from the 47. Jumbo package since maybe the second drive, I believe. That's all it's been for Portageville. They look to the sideline, and they're in no hurry, and they call a timeout. Smart move. They didn't like the play call. Mason Adams calls it. Calls one for me as well. As we'll take a break and be back in a few.
SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Julep, julep, julep.
If Moreland's not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
Back in just the nick of time as we're ready for the snap here. Here's Smith. He takes it up the field, and another good push from the offensive line. Going to pick up about 4 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for Portageville.
Number 54, Marvin Cranford.
Number 54, Cranford again on the tackle.
Gain on the play up to the 42.
So it looks like a 6-yard gain on the play. So it's
3rd down 4.
3rd and 4. From across the way, that looks like a really, really long 4 yards.
Yeah, I kept looking over to see where we were going to mark it. But yeah, it looks like a long 4, but I think they said 6.
I thought 6 originally on that. Here is Smith. He grabs it, goes up the middle, and he's got the first down and more inside of the 30. Poor tackling takes him down to the 24-yard line.
Smith taking the snap.
It's like Jadis Jones. Is that Jadis? Yeah, Jadis Jones.
Jadis Jones on the tackle. He had him up high, and the one thing I'd heard about Smith earlier this year, he had spent a lot of quality time in the weight room, and it is showing tonight as he is breaking through tackles.
Yeah, his dad, Dickey's taking him to I don't know how many football running back camps over the summer that they've paid for out of pocket for this kid. So he spent all of his summer really focusing on his position and getting better, and you can definitely tell that the hard work and the money has paid off.
This is definitely, in my thoughts, a D1 type athlete the way he's running the football, his strength right now running. And again, they stacked up a little bit there. New Madrid, a good stop. Looks about a gain of 2 that time.
About 3 on the play.
That was going to be tackled as a host of New Madrid defenders there.
Ball spotted on the 22.
Ball lies at the 22-yard line.
2nd down 7.
2nd and 7 now. Well, Corey, right here, New Madrid needs to find a way to keep Portageville out of the end zone. At this point, it would almost be a dagger only in the first half.
That's right. And Portageville and New Madrid are both proven to be a second-half team.
Smith has it, little patient there, bounces that outside now. Look at him go inside the 10 to the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Portageville.
And that's the 4th touchdown on the ground for Jamarion Smith tonight. He gets around that end. No one there, cuts it up the middle, end zone. He's done Jamarion Smith tonight just like he's been Jamarion Smith all season. He's tough to stop. He's been tough to stop all night. I don't see any time in this ball game, especially in the rest of this half, where they're going to stop Jamarion Smith.
Well, his legs will surely be tired after this game tonight. He is bouncing it inside, outside, fighting through the line.
Dragging defenders.
Dragging guys all over the field. He has been the show tonight. Kicker again is Bradley, the holder, Jeffries.
Next point attempt. Carson Bradley from the hold.
Bradley's been good twice, and the next one, a line drive through. It is good. So that will take them to a 29-0 lead. 2:07 left here in the second. Corey, real quick, coming up the half, we have got Sarah Azell joining us from SEMO Health Networks. We will get to talk to her and visit her about what's going on there, and be sure to stay tuned for that. And, you know, we will try to get you a rundown of the games coming up tomorrow night in the area as well. Trying to think through some of the matchups. I know Dexter's got Malden at home where I will be. My son plays on that team, so I will be there enjoying that one. Do you have a rundown of any of the others? If not, I will get that looked up here shortly.
Trying to find the schedule for them here.
We would like to thank
New Madrid right now, they have got to get that offense going. That is the A Corp schedule there. So I'm sorry, but my score, here it is, and I do not have the games yet. Central and Farmington's also being played tonight. Parks Hill Central's 35-7. Donovan Scott City, that one's been canceled. Dexter and Malden, that's at Dexter. Jackson and Festus, East Prairie and Fredericktown. St. Genevieve and Kelly, Hayti and Caruthersville. That would be a big one for those teams down there. Caruthersville is looking to make a big season for them. As a kick and coming up to catch it, that is Jones. Jaquan now breaks out loose to the 36-yard line. That's where he goes down there.
Their first kick return of the night. Gets it about 20 yards.
About 25.
So return of 25 yards. And ball spotted at right at the 36 is where we're going to call it. Also, Kennett goes to that game is at Kennett. I think they was at Valley last year. This game is at Kennett this year. That is a big game for Kennett. They need that win. If not, they will finish out the season 0 of their last 4 if they do not get a win tomorrow night.
Yeah, and I can't remember the last time in at least a decade that Kennett has kind of had their off year that they've been having this year. They're generally a very good football team with a winning record at the end of the year.
Here's Williamson, outside pitch. It's bobbled, picked up, and tackled short of the line of scrimmage.
A.J. Leary.
Now frustration may be starting to come in from New Madrid. Their head not exactly in it. That's 2 snaps in a row, basically fumbled. Rosano on the carry, no yards. Also, Hillsboro and Poplar Bluff. Poplar Bluff's had a really good season this year. They put together one and had a quarterback change, I believe, maybe week 2, week 3. Jay Edmondson come in, took that spot away from the starting quarterback they had. They put together a really nice season instead of take on a tough Hillsboro team. There's the pass. Jones got it on the slant, and that is caught and taken down there. So that's a beautiful look on the slant. They gave him cushion on the coverage. They finally get a quick slant and complete.
Yeah, and you said early on that if BJ can find a way to connect with Jadis when he gets on that slant route, that he'll make a lot of connections, and he just proved that your theory on that was right. And I believe we're going to have a false start on Portageville. It looks like Jadis Jones jumped before the snap.
Well, again, you see that now they're changing their philosophy. Get it out quick, and let's not go for the home runs. Nothing's going to be there on the post. Nothing's going to be there on the home run, deep route. So everything's going to have to be less than a 10-yard pass right now because the cushion Portageville's given them. And you know what? New Madrid needs to take it.
Yes. Madrid needs to take, you're down 29 points, 58 seconds left in the half. I'm not going to try to throw off a deep ball here. I'm not going to try to throw off a deep run. I'm going to do exactly what I've done, try to hit Jadis again on the slant route, waste some of this time, go into the halftime and regroup and figure out what I can do differently on the second half to put some points on the board.
Clock ticks for them. It's going to click down under 40 seconds. Here's Williamson. He tries to get that up the middle, and he is stacked and taken down. Connor Jeffries and A.J. Larry on the play. 4th down, and New Madrid is just going to let that clock run, it looks like. That is now under 30 seconds. No reason for them to rush back. They can let it run out without snapping another play. Portageville elects not to take a timeout. Clock down inside 15, and it looks like New Madrid is just going to head to the locker room. Clock now under 5 seconds, and that's where it will end. We're going to go to the half. Portageville up 29-0. Folks, don't go away. We've got Sarah Ezel coming up to talk with me here at the half. We'll talk SEMO Health Network here in a few. Portageville on top here in this one.
New Madrid County Central nothing.
We are back here at New Madrid County Central High School. It is halftime, 29-0 Portageville right now over New Madrid. And I am pleased to welcome to the booth Sarah Ezel. She is with SEMO Health Network. You guys are one of our sponsors here at A-Court Media. So, Sarah, welcome to halftime. Great to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, so, tell us a little bit about SEMO Health Network. What's going on with you guys? What do you have going on right now today?
Okay, so we are a federally qualified health center. We service the area for medical and dental needs. Currently, right now, I'll kind of shoot for here for New Madrid, and we have a brand new facility going up to meet the needs of our patients in our area. We're hoping to have it built state of the art in the next 10 to 12 months.
10 to 12 months, that'll be nice. You'll get past flu season,
Yes.
Get ready for the summer and ease into this deal, right?
Yes.
So new facility going up. Where is that going in right now for the folks in the surrounding area who may not know?
The New Madrid facility is actually going in on Highway 61 right there in New Madrid. Can't miss it. It's right there by the Dollar General store and Dr. Roush's office.
Okay, very good. So typically for you guys, how many clients do you have and where are they located throughout the area?
So we have thousands of clients throughout Southeast Missouri. We're located anywhere in the counties of New Madrid, Scott, Mississippi, Dunklin, Pemiscot, and Stoddard. So we serve the entire Boot Hill area. Biggest thing is we just make sure that we serve these people in the capacity that's needed in our rural areas.
So far as getting service, who all is eligible for service with SEMO Health Network?
Anyone. That's a great question. I think a lot of people think that SEMO Health Network is maybe a free clinic or maybe just for the underserved, but it is all of the above. It's not a free clinic, but it is exactly what is needed in the area. We see people who have insurances. We see Medicaid. We see Medicare. And then we also have a sliding fee discount where if you do not have insurance, you're able to apply and maybe get a little bit of help.
So I want to hit that again.
Okay.
So if you do not have insurance, you can apply at the office and still find medical help there.
Yes.
That's an important one. So a lot of folks are scared to go. The medical bills, they're afraid they can't get it. There is assistance there with you guys.
There is assistance, and we also have people there specifically to help you to see if you do qualify for Medicaid or other options.
Wonderful. Also, is there any issues right now facing the rural health care? How does SEMO Health Network fit into that future of the rural health care force in this area?
Okay, so one big thing I think you and everyone else knows is the problems with finding nursing staff right now. I think that's a rural healthcare problem. We went through the ugly C word with COVID, and people just got burnt out, and it was hard. It was hard for our staff. So I think just making sure to keep staff on board, that's been a little bit of an issue, but right now we're doing pretty well with it.
So are you hiring in the area?
We're always hiring in the area. Check out our Facebook page.
Facebook's a great
Yes.
place. Also, I guess there's a webpage that
There
can go
is.
look for careers there.
Yes, SEMOHealthNetwork.org.
Any certain areas you guys need help in that field of employees?
And we just say Southeast Missouri, Boot Hill. We've always got something open. Yes.
Always something. So now I want to get into something you told me before the football game. So let's talk about this rivalry. I understand your husband sits on one side of the field tonight and you sit on the other.
He does. So we'll see if he gets to come home tonight.
But he's sitting on the winning side, correct?
He is right now. Yes, at halftime. Hopefully that'll change. But yes.
He's the guy in blue. So did y'all grow up in different high schools, I suppose?
We did. He went to Portageville and I went to New Madrid.
And always about it. So is it this way every single year? You're on one side, he's on the other?
It's like this every single day. Yes.
Every day?
It's always a blue or a green thing. You don't see him in a green shirt very often.
So where do the kids go to school?
Well, they go to New Madrid. So
I see who won that battle.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. He may get to sit there tonight, but.
Well, Sarah, it hadn't been your way so far, but this has been a fun team for you guys to watch this year. Two of the athletes on the field, we hear a lot about them, Jadis Jones, B.J. Williamson. I know I've enjoyed them over the years. They're seniors this year, but, to watch them this season has been fun. And for 4 seasons, football, you've got basketball coming up as well, which we will be, I'm sure, covering several New Madrid games. But tell us how fun it's been over these 4 years for you to watch those guys.
It's been a lot of fun. So for me, it's been interesting because I have little kids. I have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. So we've been trying to get them involved. We watch A-Corp every week that we can, just because it made it easy for us to be able to see the games and get excited about it. So now that we're here and we're able to go to the games, our kids are older, they can stay up later. It's been a lot of fun just kind of growing with them. My kids kind of growing with them. They know who these senior boys are, and it's really exciting.
I can tell you from me personally, and I want to speak for my usual broadcast partner, Jim Riker, as well, for our whole staff of A-Corp, we always love covering and coming to New Madrid. It just seems really like New Madrid supports us well. When we're on air, you can guarantee a big crowd, just tremendous support in this town and around this community for their sports teams. And I can tell you, it's so fun covering New Madrid County sports right now and the support we get of them. So thank you all for listening, yourself, your sponsorship.
Yes.
Thank you, SEMO Health Networks. Please go look on their Facebook page, on their website for opportunities to apply. Real quick, emergency situations, what's the best way we need to get a hold of you? Who do we need to call in those situations?
In an emergency situation, you definitely need to call 911 first. And we will tell you that every day. If you think that it's that much of an emergency, call them first. We we really consider ourselves to be the primary care. You can always call us and we'll direct you to the right place.
Well, Sarah, thank you very much. It's been a great halftime, and I hope you enjoy the second half of this game a little bit more than your husband.
I hope so too. Thank you.
Sarah, thank you. Folks, we will be back as you see the New Madrid County Band playing there on the field. It is 29-0 at the half.
SEMO Health Network. We strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
julep, pop 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 julep, pop 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 julep, pop 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 pop.
If more than not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
Does your business need, literally anything? When we founded CNS Cleaning Supply, our goal was simple. Become a one-stop shop for anything and everything your operation might want. From car care to condiments, mops to markers, soaps to staplers, and everything in between. Which is a lot. CNS has got you covered. Give Delane Beckwith a call at 573-217-0104 or visit cscleaningsupply.com to get set up with, well, literally everything. Tell them Delane sent you.
The best fall tradition in Northeast Arkansas is back, Pumpkin Hollow. Make sure to try out all the exciting things that Pumpkin Hollow has to offer. Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
When we look, we listen. When we evaluate, we understand. We get you to the right number without treating you like one. At Southeast Primary Care, we know your relationship with your doctor is one of the keys to get you better and keep you well. Our network of providers connects you to the brightest minds and latest technologies. It's a healthy relationship. Southeast Primary Care, always by your side.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
At Young Real Estate, we're Southeast Missouri, just like you.
We are parents.
We are teachers.
We are grandparents.
We are active in our community.
We are patriots.
Serving all of Southeast Missouri, and we are here for you.
We are young.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up-and-coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagro 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
We're right here at King Jerry Lawler's Hall of Fame Bar and Grill on world famous Beale Street, and as you can see, oh my gosh, we have the best barbecue ribs in Memphis. Oh my gosh, the gumbo is out of this world, but you gotta try the King's Triple Decker Slam Burger. You'll love it.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun, and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
Growing cotton in the Mid-South is hard work. As a farmer, you make tough decisions every day. Choosing a cotton variety shouldn't be one of them. Next-gen brand varieties from Americot are bred specifically for cotton growers like you. We're 100% independent and farmer-owned. Plant cotton that works as hard as you do. Americot. All we do is cotton, all the time.
pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 woo!
If more than not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
Does your business need, literally anything? When we founded CNS Cleaning Supply, our goal was simple. Become a one-stop shop for anything and everything your operation might want. From car care to condiments, mops to markers, soaps to staplers, and everything in between. Which is a lot. CNS has got you covered. Give Delane Beckwith a call at 573-217-0104 or visit cscleaningsupply.com to get set up with, well, literally everything. Tell them Delane sent you.
The best fall tradition in Northeast Arkansas is back, Pumpkin Hollow. Make sure to try out all the exciting things that Pumpkin Hollow has to offer. Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
When we look, we listen. When we evaluate, we understand. We get you to the right number without treating you like one. At Southeast Primary Care, we know your relationship with your doctor is one of the keys to get you better and keep you well. Our network of providers connects you to the brightest minds and latest technologies. It's a healthy relationship. Southeast Primary Care, always by your side.
Welcome back to New Madras. We're getting ready for the third quarter. Right now, this game has been a lot of Jamarion Smith and very little New Madras County Eagles.
That's right. Jamarion's had a lot of big games. We were just talking about him up here in the press box. He's really he's played good football all season, had some great games all season. But this one's kind of personal to him. You can tell by the way he's playing and running.
Yeah, right now in the game, he has gone for 229 yards. I can't remember how many carries he has. I had the stats here a few minutes ago on my phone. I said it at pregame, it's important to get at least 25 touches. When he does, in big games like this, he goes for over 200, 229 already. So big game for him, and I think they're going to play ball control in the second half.
Yeah,
no reason not to.
I don't think Portageville is going to change much with what they've done offensively or defensively. New Madrid, I think Coach Fullhart's going to change quite a bit. I think we're going to start trying to see a little bit more of the short pass inside. It seemed to be working for them the few times they threw it. The long passes are not working. I think we're going to see a little bit more Charlie Rosano maybe. But one thing, if I'm New Madrid County Central, one thing I'm going to change is when it's 3rd and 13 and I'm deep inside of my own territory, I'm punting the football. I'm not going to risk it and give Portageville the ball back.
Fourth,
correction, 4th and 13, yes.
Yeah, important to do that. You know, they've got to find ways to open up the playing field some. The underneath passes will open up running games. It'll open up maybe a deep pass now and then. But in soft coverage, deep passes can't be there. They're playing 6 and 7 yards off the ball. Portageville is. New Madrid's got to find the underneath stuff, the quick stuff, the short stuff, and pick up yards. Real quick, folks, Acorn Media is excited to present a new episode of Very Interesting, premiering tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. when Barry Aycock sits down with New Madrid County Central 2 sports star Jadis Jones, and they will talk about his career and his recruitment decision to attend college and play football and basketball at Coastal Carolina University. Make sure you tune in along the Acorn Media networks on the Acorn Media YouTube channel. And Corey, at half, I ran down and got a chance to talk to, I believe that's Lanika? Laniki, okay. Talked to Lanika there at halftime for a few minutes, Jace's mom. And, I asked her a little bit, how does mom feel about this? She felt really good about the decision for Jadis to go there. She was good with it. She felt like the coaches really cared and was going to take care of Jadis there. And that's a big thing, because let's face it, Coastal Carolina is nowhere near New Madrid County. So for her to be comfortable in that decision, I think, says a lot about that staff out there, the way we recruited Jadis and now treated him. They won her over. For her to see that and say, you know what, I believe these guys are going to take care of my young man. And, we talked about a little bit about the education side. She thought everything was there that was needed for his educational future. And I quickly interjected. I said, well, I hope his future is football. She says, well, but when football is not there, he needs something else. And I think that's so important for young people, even here today, because Jadis is no doubt, I think, a hero in this town and in this area of what a presence he is. But mom and son still focused on what's more important is his education. It's so refreshing to hear that come out of a parent's mouth. You hear it all the time on TV, and it doesn't seem real maybe, but it's real. They're living that right now as they speak. And it was kind of neat to catch up on those perspectives, because she's trying to teach her son every right way to go, and she has to turn her son over to somebody else now to do that. And for mom to be okay with it and not really know these people, they had to do something special to win that trust.
Yeah, Jadis is a good kid, and there's no doubt in my mind he's going to succeed wherever he goes to college. Laniki is obviously a great parent and is raising Jadis right, and she's going to be his biggest support system, and that kid's going to succeed because of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much more football we may or may not cover New Madrid this year, but I'm looking forward to covering him again in basketball. He's so fun to watch and call games. When we do games, he's involved. It's just a tremendous time. Kickoff to Portageville there. They downed that at about their 30-yard line on a ground ball up the middle. That was taken by Tim Hamilton. So Portageville takes over, leading 29-0. And I'm sure it's going to be more the Jamarion Smith show on the ground.
Yeah, and I discussed up here earlier, Portageville has not had a drive this game that's not ended in a touchdown for them. So I don't really see anything changing here. If that's the case, Bobby, we're going to have a running clock early in the third quarter.
Yeah, never saw a running clock coming in this one. Here is Smith. He's going to line up. New Madrid stacks it in. Smith breaks through the line easily that time for about a gain of 6 on the play. So it'll be a 2nd and 4 from about the 41-yard line. Or I'm sorry, the 36-yard line, excuse me.
So it doesn't look like Portageville's changed much with their offensive strategy.
Gain on the play up to the 36.
Yeah, Tavian Lyles, number 72, on the tackle for New Madrid, as that is indeed a 2nd and 4. Well, I believe there's still more volleyball on the schedule for Acorn Media. We have, I guess we are up to some championship games now. I'll have to check the dates on those. Here's another play for Smith up the middle run, and he's got the first down. So I guess we are here today with the 19th, the Monday, October 23rd. They will be at Gideon High School for the Class 1 District 2 championship game there. That will be followed up on Tuesday, October 24th, Class 1 District 3 championship at Zalma High School. So Class 1 and Class 2, both their districts underway, and will be finalizing next week on A-Corp. It's been different watching volleyball there. I've gone to some games last year live, and I've really enjoyed A-Corp being able to do that. I've been able to sit at home instead of rushing here, rushing there, going. And I've been able to see my neighbor play, so I'm happy about it. Smith again on the carry And I encourage you, if you live in those communities, those areas, get involved and watch it. I believe in supporting high school students and supporting what we have in this area. That's why I'm in the box. I enjoy doing this stuff.
Yeah, and I've mentioned on there before, I really think it's great that Acorn Media is able to bring games like volleyball and football and basketball to the airways, to cable TV, to the internet. It really gives exposure to the athletes who wouldn't get it elsewhere, and it also gives opportunities for family away that lives in other states or far away to watch their athlete play.
I am partial, but I can tell you, I will say it after this, and snap to Smith coming. He has got it. Looks for running room. He has it up the middle, breaks outside, and is going to be taken down near the first down marker. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 1. I am biased on this because I work for Acorn, but I believe the camera work we have and our crew, and I believe our camera crew is second to none. The people on the soundboard, so many different angles, and the clarity when I watch something back on TV or I'm not doing the game that night and I see it, the clarity on the screen is amazing when I verse other live streams from the local high school. So it's just so much better the clarity there. And here's Smith, and he has indeed got the first down inside the 40 now to the 39. Looks like, yeah, they're going to mark him at the 39 now.
And I'll just go kind of touch on what you said. You're hearing myself and Bobby's voice, and you're watching the game, but we're only two of about a crew of about 8 or 9 people that's here tonight. We've got 2 behind us that's making sure the commercials are going right, telling us what to do. We've got the one that's operating every camera upstairs. So there's really a lot of work that goes into this, and Acorn Media does a good job at putting the team together to provide you the sports.
The best in the business, no doubt, and I always feel like, a lot of people in the media group are chasing Acorn and what they're able to produce. As Smith back to the line now, sits at the 39, 1st and 10. He's got it, comes outside. He's got room to run, and a huge block to the 20, to the 10. See you later. Touchdown, Jamarion Smith.
Jamarion gets it to the edge. They pick up a great block. It looked like maybe Carson Bradley out here or Bo Hunter Warren. One of the receivers out here picked up a great block for Jamarion, pushed that defender inside. Jamarion had green grass, an opportunity, took advantage of it. Touchdown. We have a 35-point ball game, Bobby.
Well, Smith is putting up a record kind of night against one of the better teams in Class 2 right now, and he has made it look easy.
6 touchdowns on the ground for him tonight.
And not by himself. His offensive line has done work tonight. Credit those guys as a kick from Bradley is routinely up and good. That pushes the lead up now 37 to 0, I believe. 36 to 0, I'm sorry. So New Madrid right now searching for answers, and it has been a frustrating end of regular season game for them as they will, in all likelihood now, most definitely finish in the 2 spot in that class. I believe game 1 right now, I believe they're set. They will have to take on Malden. That should be next Friday night here at New Madrid County.
Yeah, so they'll sit at the top of the number 2, but I think they're still going to get a couple of home games, the first 2, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what you said before we started the game. If they're at the number 2 slot, they're going to get the 2 first district games are going to be at home.
If nothing changes, it will be Malden here, and then I would assume the likelihood Scott City, who is sitting right now, number 3. Scott City's got Mark Panagas and Tyler Underwood, 2 very fine athletes. Called that game week 1 of those guys. They're going to come in trying to prove something here. New Madrid's defense is going to have to get better, no doubt, because that team can move the football, and they are very, very effective at it. Yeah. Here's Bradley kicking off.
From my understanding, Panagas is back and healthy, so he's back up to 100%.
The ball taken at the 9-yard line and kicked outside now and out of bounds. Tackle by number 3. That is Xavier Bogan. Jones on the carry for New Madrid. That is Jaquan Jones, that is. Well, New Madrid's first possession of the 3rd. We will see what they have for us. A lot of talk. I heard some folks talking downstairs as I went to break, looking for answers, wanting to know what's going on, and the underneath is where it's got to be right now.
Yeah, I was talking to a lady that was coming out from the concession stand earlier, and she's a Dallas Cowboys fan, and she said, this is a lot like watching a Dallas game on Sunday. And I said, you think that's bad? Try watching the Tennessee Titans.
Well, to New Madrid's defense, they've only thrown one interception, and the Cowboys by now had thrown a lot more. That is Williamson upfield and out of bounds for a short gain. Going to bring up about a 2nd and 7. Actually, that's a little bit better gain than I had it marked myself. Looks like it's going to bring up a 2nd and we're going to call it 4.
I think it's not a long 4. 3.5, 4.
32 near the 33.
Ball's near the 33, and that's going to be New Madrid looking at the sidelines.
I think they thought they were going to try to get Portageville to jump off sides there. Almost worked. He didn't make contact with the defender, so there wasn't a flag.
Williamson has it, looks quick, and smart move by Williamson. He takes what's given, and first down up to the 40.
Makes his way up to the 40.
Well, that's what needed to happen in the first half. Take what's given. He wanted to pass that ball to Jones. Nothing there, and he realized it, shot it upfield for the first down.
Yeah, you know, and BJ actually, when he cut that up, he actually kind of had a wide open field, but what kind of impressed me is the big man, A.J. Larry, was able to stay behind him and actually chase him down and bring him down. For him to be a big man, he is quick.
Here's Williamson, throws at Jones, and hit again. Bo Hunter Warren has got a target on Jadis Jones. That is twice tonight he has delivered hard licks.
And almost an interception there, too, by Mason Adams. He could have got back just about another foot. He would have picked that ball off.
2nd and 10 from the 40.
That is 2 tough ones he has taken tonight. That one, both times, I guess, exposed in the air. And that ball is just a tip high there for Jones to haul it in. Here is Williamson. He's going to run it up the middle, and he's going to be up to near the 50, down at the 49-yard line.
About a yard short of the first down.
Makes his way up to the 48.
That's going to bring it 3rd and 1. And again, you know, it's been B.J. Williamson up the middle. A lot of success there for him. 3rd and 1 for New Madrid. Shotgun again. They check the line.
3rd down right at 2 to go.
And here's Williamson. He's got it. Quick look. Wanted to pass. Nothing there. Wants to pass still. Throws it. Jones has got it. First down inside the 45 down to the 44.
That's about a little 8-yard slant route. Hits him inside. It worked a couple plays in the first half. It worked just then. If I'm New Madrid, I'm just going to do that until I get in the end zone.
Yep. Originally just a small little curl route, nothing there. And Williamson just was patient, come near side, and let Jones just kind of float back to the middle and hit him. First down, New Madrid. Williamson back in the gun. He's got it. He's going to go far side. Looks for a hole up and got a couple of positive yards. Looks like to the 42-yard line.
Looks like Jamarion Smith in on that tackle.
2 on the play. 2nd down 8.
2nd and 8 now.
And on the stop.
Well, the New Madrid faithful have hung around so far, but you got to wonder if much more goes wrong, how much more they will be able to withstand.
Yeah, and as you look across to the Portageville side, it is a wave of blue over there. There's standing room only on the Portageville sidelines.
2nd and 8. Williamson has it. He looks, gets it out to Jones, and incomplete. And again, every time Bo Hunter Warren is there, when Jones is exposed, he is putting his shoulder right into him.
Yeah, Bo Hunter has did a great job all night at keeping Jadis contained. That's like the 3rd or 4th time tonight Jadis went up for a ball. It's hit his fingertips. Bo Hunter has delivered a good hit, knocked the ball out.
Well, Jadis is quickly figuring out what life will be in college if you're exposed over the middle of the field.
That's right.
And there's a flag. That is movement on the offensive line for New Madrid. So giving up yards right there, it's going to be a 3rd and very long down.
3rd and about a 14.
Here we go, New Madrid back to the line. Empty backfield this time for Williamson. He's got 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. A possible situation, tunnel screen, and they do not take it. Williamson looks to run. Now he's going to roll out. He's going to throw it deep to Jones, and it is called by Jadis Jones. He's going to be down at the 1-yard line. What a catch by Jadis Jones.
And that's the break New Madrid County Central needed. They needed to find Jadis deep. They found him deep. Would have scored a touchdown. However, Carson Bradley, what I like to call a shoestring tackle, just dived, wrapped his ankles up, stopped him short of the touchdown. But that's the break New Madrid County Central needed.
Well, there was a body in between Jadis Jones and the football, and he just reached right over the top and pulled that pass in. But that play looks to be coming back for nothing, as there is a flag sitting at the 42-yard line being picked up now.
So I'm going to say you either have a holding play or you got an ineligible receiver downfield with one of your linemen being too deep. It's right in the middle.
Ineligible.
Ineligible lineman, receiver downfield.
For the Eagles.
What a tough break for New Madrid. The crowd had come to life. Big play to put them at the 1-yard line.
48.
Brings them all the way back now inside their own territory.
Yeah, it's going to be third and right at 18.
Well, they've got to find magic in a hat here one more time. 3rd and 18. Williamson again, empty backfield.
Down right at 18 to go.
There's the snap. Williamson looks Jones's way, rolls out. He's going to try to throw it deep, rolls out again away from it. Now throws across the other side of the field, popped up in the air, incomplete.
Mason Adams with a great deflection on that. So, Bobby, there's a question. You're going to bring up 4th and 18. If you're Coach Fulhart, we've seen him risk it twice, and it's not paid off in his favor. Do we think he's going to punt it, or is he going to go for it?
Well, before we can get into that, if you're going to go for it and it's 2-down territory, they rolled out like they're going to make
18.
a first-down play right away. If you're there at that position of the field, I'm going to say it's 2-down territory. You pick up yards and then try to get the first on 4th down, and now they're in a punting situation at 4th and 18. And Williamson actually gets off a decent punt there, had a lot of air time, and it's going to roll. Nice recovery there.
They punt
Not the 3-yard line.
Stopped at the 3, so very good punt, but we're going to keep it here through that. Right now, New Madrid's got to be thinking we're in 4-down territory most everywhere. You're near midfield. Let's not try for the home run, as Williamson was running around, and it looked like a home run play, basically. Let's pick up 10 yards or so on the play, or let's make a 10-yard pass, get it up there, or roll it out. I still think the tunnel passes to the top of the screen there, folks at home. You've got 3 wideouts to the top. In soft coverage, they're asking you to throw a tunnel or 5 and turn around a little hitch route at 5 yards. Run up 5, that's 5 yards. Catch it, run up another 3 and get tackled. That's 8 yards out of 10 you need. I think it's there for New Madrid to get that if Portageville wants to play at soft coverage, but New Madrid just has not attacked to that side of the field. Look, Jadis is going to bring plenty of attention. Bo Hunter Warren's on that side of the field. Their best safety, your best cover guy, and Bradley is over there. You've got the side of the field you want to work with, and New Madrid has not taken advantage of it. You don't always have to go to your star player.
That's right, and I agree with you. I think they're trying so hard to get Jadis the ball because we know he can make big plays. He's a D1 athlete. But I think if I'm New Madrid, I'm going to do what I can do to draw all the defenders into Jadis, which is what we've been seeing tonight. And then I'm going to dump that ball off to Jaquan Jones, who has proven to be a pretty decent receiver this season. Dump it off to him or your Charlie Rosanos, and try to get something going on the opposite side of where your star athlete's at.
We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. We're back in New Madrid in a few minutes.
Bulldogs 36.
SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
We are back. That was actually the end of the third quarter, so we're getting ready to start the fourth here. And Portageville's football, they sit in a 2nd and 9 situation. And, Corey, this one almost has become a matter of just running out the clock for Portageville. They have controlled this football game.
Yeah, I think Coach Penrod is going to come out. He's going to control the football. He's going to waste as much time off the clock as he can. And he's going to go back to Portageville with a battle of New Madrid County for the bragging rights. And if we want to classify it as the Super Bowl of Southeast Missouri, he's going to go back to Portageville as the Super Bowl champ.
Well, and the Super Bowl it is. And I'm going to tell you, Class 1 has all of a sudden gotten really interesting. after the game tomorrow night, I'm going to say there's a bunch of people going to be going to that mission webpage. And here goes Smith. He is off to the races. Watch him go all the way, and that is going to be touchdown to Jamarion Smith.
A 96-yarder.
96 yards. So he was at 229 plus 96 there. That put him at 3. I'm just going to stop doing math there because I know he ran the football length of field earlier when they scored.
And he's
I'm going to say he's over 400.
In between, he's had a couple runs where he's ripped off 10, 12, 13 yards. So, yeah, Jamarion Smith, if he's not at 400, he's knocking on the door. And that is a big game, probably one of his biggest games of the season, considering the team that they're also playing, you know. And now New Madrid the crowd's starting to kind of clear out a little bit. But that was a huge run for Jamarion Smith, puts him up 42-0. And Bobby, myself included, I did not see a 42-point ball game.
Well, last year I got to call the Dunlap Dagger at Scott City, and we just saw the Smith scamper all night long on this one, as it has been a Jamarion Smith kind of night. And he sends the New Madrid faithful to the cars early. Here's the snap, kick up, and again, Bradley is good. Has not missed tonight.
Carson Bradley's been spot on with the extra points. He's not been bad when it comes time to kick off. He's hit almost all of his kickoffs deep in the end zone, not giving New Madrid very good field position. Carson is playing a good ball game.
You know, one of the things I said earlier in the game too, coverage-wise, I said I would stick a guy man-to-man on Jadis and then slide a safety over. That's exactly what's happened all night long. They played really 4 safeties across. What they said is, we're going to play back. You're not throwing over our head. We'll give you the underneath, which New Madrid has not taken, but they did slide the safety over. There is nothing there for Jadis unless it's the quick slant underneath stuff, and it's been very well designed and played by New Madrid, or Portageville rather. They out-schemed New Madrid coming into the game. New Madrid has not adjusted throughout.
Yeah, New Madrid's not played a very good game offensively or defensively. They've not gotten the ball across the 50-yard line, but maybe 3 times all night. Portageville just coming out and you know, they've been a good ball team all year, but they're on another level tonight.
Carson Bradley to kick it away. The ball's at the 40. New Madrid 2 men deep. Clock has wound, and here goes Bradley. Puts it in the air, and that is going to be taken on a short hop and bobbled. And now he's going to have to look for room. He's going to cut it back up the middle of the field and be taken down.
Kick taken by number 2, Jaquan
That is
Jones.
number 2, Jaquan Jones on the carry.
And on the stop, number 40, Jaden Wiley.
And number 40, that is Jaden Wiley on the tackle for Portageville. Folks, don't forget, as we've talked about the release tomorrow night of the Jadis Jones decision of where he will go to college as Barry Aycock sits down and talks with him. You know, everybody I've talked to about that young man just says great things about him. Corey, I think you know him personally as well, and nothing but good interactions with him.
Yeah, Jadis is, like I said, every time I've ever seen him, he's yes sir, no sir. He's a very respectable kid. And, you know, I'm a Jadis fan, so wherever he goes, I'm definitely going to be following next year.
As a first down run there by B.J. Williamson up the middle, gets it to the 32-yard line. So New Madrid once again on the move. They have not connected for a touchdown yet tonight, but the second encouraging start to a drive for them. Again, 3 guys at the bottom of the screen, very soft coverage. Look how far they're 10 yards off the ball right here. You've got to throw that underneath pass quickly. Here it is, the one we've been looking for, and look at the yards. That is positive yards on first down. Only 3 as he slipped and fell. So 2 yards actually, but
Yeah, that was your underneath pass that you've been preaching all games that needed to hit. And that was kind of what I was saying. They're all focused on Jadis, who's at the top of your screen, and they throw a little underneath pass out here to Jaquan Jones at the bottom of your screen. So everybody was focused on Jadis. Had Jaquan Jones not have slipped, he might have made something happen with that play.
Yeah, and matter of fact, just run him upfield real quick and get that defense to back off farther, and you probably got a few more yards. We've got a timeout on the field. We're taking one as well. Back in a few years here on the A-Corp Media Networks.
You've got that matching number.
We're right here at King Jerry Lawler's Hall of Fame Bar and Grill on world-famous Beale Street, and as you can see, oh my gosh, we have the best barbecue ribs in Memphis. Oh my gosh, the gumbo is out of this world. But you gotta try the King's Triple Decker Slam Burger. You'll love it.
Thanks for all who participated in the 50-50.
And we're back at New Madrid County Central. I'd like to take a time to recognize our game sponsors for tonight, Nutrien Ag. We'd like to give a big thank you to our game sponsor for tonight's game, Nutrien Ag Solutions. They have all the local expertise to help you take advantage of all opportunities agriculture has to offer.
Second down 6.
Well, it is 2nd down and 6
Goes
now.
the ball near the 36.
Williamson in the gun. He's got it. He's going to come near side looking for blockers and cuts it upfield. Nice move there as he got through 1 or 2 guys, and Mason Adams throws him out of bounds. First down, New Madrid.
Kept by B.J. Williamson.
Williams cut it up, just what he's done all night, cut up to the sideline. Mason was able to chase him down, bring him out of bounds.
Defensively, Portageville has been very, very good tonight. They have been everywhere they've needed to be on the field.
Yeah, Portageville's played a great ball game defensively, great ball game offensively. They've definitely kept Williamson under control. They've kept Jones under control.
New Madrid now 5 seconds left to snap this. They will need to hurry. Here it is. Snap. Jones or Williamson picks it up off the ground. He's trying to break through, and look at New Madrid fighting through there. That is number 60, Jacob Altus on the tackle.
And on the stop, number 60.
Yeah, Jacob Altis coming in. Looks like Williamson, I can't tell if he's injured or if he's just maybe got the breath knocked out of him, but he's definitely slow to get up. We got an official's timeout.
So official's timeout on the field, and we will slip one in here as well, back in 30 here on the A-Corp Media Networks.
At Young Real Estate, we're Southeast Missouri, just like you.
We are parents. We are teachers.
We are grandparents.
We are active in our community.
We are patriots. Serving all of Southeast Missouri, and we are here for you.
We are young.
Back in New Madrid and new quarterback in, so Williamson off for at least a play.
I think it might be Nolan Mungle.
Mungle takes a snap. He hands that inside to Rosano. Rosano makes a couple of guys miss, rolling off would-be tacklers. First down to the 38-yard line. Where has that been all night for New Madrid?
You know, and I brought that up in the first right at the end of the first quarter, and especially when we come back from halftime, I said they need to give Charlie Rosano the ball. He can run it pretty good. Give BJ a break and let Charlie Rosano take a couple snaps, take a couple handoffs and see what he can do. And that's exactly why I said it, because that means the kid can make something happen.
Inside the 38,
and he is getting the snap again. That's a quick pass outside. I like the play call. That is Ty Williams up, and I believe that's Williams' son. I would check. No, Ty Williams. I had it right. So that is another positive play. You know, that's one thing I said to you in the break. I thought when B.J. Williamson took over as full-time quarterback, it eliminated a little bit of the element of surprise. Who does the football go to? Does it go to Williamson? Does it go to Jones? Or are they going to go with the football? I think it made New Madrid a lot more predictable on offense.
Yes, and I agree with that, because I think BJ might have. I don't remember if he was a receiver or running back before he made the transition to quarterback, but it definitely you definitely had two weapons out there with BJ and Jadis. Now you only have one with BJ being your quarterback.
Here's the throw. Williamson throws that just out in front of Jones.
Pass falling incomplete.
Off on the play, so that is incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and about 6. You know, when you got dynamic weapons, and they also had Caden Minner before his injury. When he was there, you know, you had speed everywhere. You had playmakers, and you just spread out the field, and you didn't know who's going to get it next. Because last year in this game, Caden Minner was a large impact, and this year out with a knee injury. So,
yeah, Caden, I don't know what he averaged before he went out, but he had to be he was neck and neck with Jamarion Smith when it came to talks about the premier runner in Southeast Missouri.
Incomplete pass in and out of the hands of Jones. I don't think he had it secured.
Yeah, from up here it kind of looked like a fumble, but we're way up here. They're down there. It looks like the official called it incomplete.
I'm sure it had to be loose in the hands as he was trying to pull it back in. Incomplete, so it brings down up 4th and 6 to go.
And, you know, I didn't get to bring this up before, but, you know,
Fourth down,
coming
6
into the game, New Madrid
from the 33.
put up 50 points in 5 different games. Portageville put 50 plus points up in 5 different ball games. New Madrid had 2 shutout games. Portageville's had 3 shutout games. And looks like they're going to maybe add another one to the list.
There's a deep ball to Jones. He is trying to get it open, and it is incomplete again for Portageville. They have been fantastic tonight defending the football.
Yeah, Mason Adams, Bo Hunter Warren, and looked like Carson Bradley, all 3 with the team up on Jadis Jones there, and pops the ball out incomplete.
Well, on paper, these teams look very equal, but tonight on the field, it has been far from it. I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there's been one pass attempt from Portageville all night long.
No, Mason has not tried to throw that ball on. It's been the Wildcat formation or the gun and handing it off to Jamarion.
Yeah, and mostly the Wildcat situation, solely because they can just get behind their offensive line and push. They were fine with taking 5 yards to carry because they were controlling the line of scrimmage all night long. No need for anything else but that.
Yeah, and I think Coach Penrose is going to come out here and keep doing the same thing. You got 3:58 left in the game. He's going to try to continue his clock, 43-0 Bulldogs. He's just going to try to use the clock in the game, and let's go in for districts.
For the folks wondering at home, there's been no playoff schedule on high school football set yet for A Corp. All those games will be evaluated after the Friday night has been set for the districts. And here is Smith again. He's pushing upfield. He has broken loose now to the 50, inside the 50, down inside the 45 now, the 43. So, as I was saying, A Corp will look at all that and decide if and when they will do another broadcast for high school playoffs there. As now Portageville has that. Clock will tick under 3 minutes, I would guess, as they snap this one.
Yeah, Jamarion got about a 25-yard gain on that run, so that definitely puts him over 400 yards for the game. I'm going to say closer to 450.
It has been a Smith kind of night, as we have noted. Clock now under 3 minutes, as nothing but a little bit of time left to tick off on this one, as Portageville will take it victorious. Madrid now back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to meet Smith there, and it's going to be a flag. And
we're going to have a false start on the offense. I think the left tackle moved.
False start against Portageville.
One of the few times Portageville has gone in the negative direction tonight.
The 5-yard walk-off.
So that's going to put it back at the 48-yard line. Or you understand you're very involved in the community here as well with your profession, and you know what? It's always nice to serve, I guess, in your town and community.
Yes, sir. So, deputy sheriff for Sheriff Bud Cooper here in New Madrid County. I've been in law enforcement about 10 years, but you know, prior to that, I was an SRO for the city of Portageville and the school district. So I've dealt that special bond with those kids. But wife also being a teacher here and grew up here, and my in-laws being retired from New Madrid County School District. So I've got a bond with those kids too. So this is a great game, and I just enjoy being here and interacting with everybody.
Yeah, always nice when you can come back to a hometown community and be able to do a game like this.
Second down, 8.
2 weeks in a row now, I guess.
2 weeks in a row for here at New Madrid. And, you know, and Bobby, we talked about this last week. I know we ain't got to see it tonight, but when New Madrid scores a touchdown, the lights will flicker on and off like a strobe on and off. But we haven't got to see that here tonight. Fireworks normally goes off, so it's just a good atmosphere to be here to call these games.
Smith again ready to take this snap as he will take it right out a minute to go in the game. He breaks it upfield and trying to break free. Going to be down at the 30-yard line. So we've got maybe one more snap to go in this football game, as they may just take a knee and get it out of here.
Yeah, it looks like Mason's going off the sideline there. I think Coach Penrose is just going to line them up victory formation, take the knee, and Portageville's going to go to Portageville with a victory and coming in with a huge victory for districts next week in the Class 1, District 1 matchups.
I do believe, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but good luck because I probably won't check my phone, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think the first basketball broadcast of the year will be live right here from New Madrid, the Riverbend Classic. We did it last year, It always starts the weekend after Thanksgiving, so the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving. Jim Riker and myself will be a part of that. Multiple people in the E-Court Media crew here. I don't know who else will be a part of that, but as usual, I think we will be there. So unless something up and surprises me, Riverbend Classic, I know right back here in Portageville to kick that off for the 2023-24 basketball season. Portageville goes final here. They will take this one 43-0. The Super Bowl of the South turned out to be a blowout in a huge fashion, Corey.
Yeah, and like I've said multiple times, I had Portageville favored. I didn't have them favored by 43 points. I don't think anybody had any team favored by 43 points. But, you know, as I mentioned, Portageville's had 3 games this season where they've completely shut out the other team. New Madrid's had 2 games where they've shut out the other team. Portageville now shuts out a very good Class 3 ball team. They're going to go in, depending on how Maryville fares tomorrow night, Portageville may end up with the number 1 seed in Class 1, District 1.
Well, I said I wouldn't check my phone, but Luke Carter texted me, so I'm going to give him the satisfaction to let him know that I did read that. Corey, it looks like you're going to be involved in the Riverman Classic as well. That is our first basketball kickoff, so New Madrid folks, be ready. I know we're going to be back here in a little over a month covering that, bringing you all the live action here, and Jamarion Smith, what a night for him. He takes full control of the game and the scoreboard as he walked it in for, 6 touchdowns tonight. Is that correct?
I think he had just got a text message. I think they said he was about 465 yards on the ground and 7 touchdowns.
7 touchdowns. So my math didn't add up again, as I'm usually bad at math on the air. So 7 touchdowns for Jamarion Smith and 460-some-odd yards. What a game, and what a game for our broadcast crew here. Big thanks to all of our guys on the cameras, what they do for us, production group. We couldn't do it without them. Thanks for our viewers and listeners. And for Corey Sisk, myself, saying so long from New Madrid County, and good night, folks.